Assalamualaikum listeners. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome to my channel Golden Diary. I'm not going to shoot long intro and want to come to the subject of which you must have already an idea by looking at my thumbnail. Today I want to share everything with you people listening me out there. As I think being a responsible citizen, I owe the responsibility to show the real image of the current situation going on in this world. Being a mother of 4 children, I try my level best to keep my children safe at home, being quarantined strictly since 1.5 months, not going anywhere, not meeting anyone, keeping strict hygiene conditions at home. So, keeping that in mind, I couldn't think of getting this deadly virus. But around 4 days before, I started with some little cough and followed up with fever and severe body aches. I had a history of having these issues before as well as in life due to some medical conditions. And so I assumed it to be a normal weather change, allergy, or routine tiredness due to the unrest conditions when you're working so much with kids at home. The next morning, I got a very itchy, dry throat. And so I planned to go and see a doctor in the nearest possible hospital. I alone went to the hospital as the rest of the family were at home quarantined, and bringing in the children in the hospital is equally not safe. Now, as I entered in the hospital, the doctor at the front door asked me a few questions and then he took me to the room. Not going in much details, as I also don't want to elaborate the deep things, talking about some doctor names and blah blah. So, coming to the point, they took my cell phone and kept it not giving me back. As I asked them, I requested them to please let me inform my family first, but they said that they can't give it back to me as I can film or record anything which they don't want. I was keep on asking the questions. I kept asking the questions why you are doing this with me, but they did not answer any of the questions and they kept quiet. So I stayed there for another 5 to 6 hours. I was so pissed off and worried, thinking about the family at home, and they will be in real worry that where the hell I am gone. Now, due to the lot of requests and arguments, I got myself from back. Now I informed my husband about everything, what is going on with me, and that I didn't wanted him to come to the hospital as I didn't want to get into scrap, and I asked him to keep calm. I'll be back, inshallah. Anyways, then there the doctor panel came and they asked me a whole bunch of questions and checking me thoroughly. They took some samples for the coronavirus test too. Now I can't wait for like 1 hour. Then the doctor came and apologized me being treated that way. And the doctor told me that the test came out negative and you don't have to worry about this coronavirus anymore. So Alhamdulillah, I came out negative, and he told me that I was just allergic to some symptoms of a regular allergy, and that I have to eat some of his prescribed medications, and that's it. Alhamdulillah, I just calmed down and thanked my Allah so much. The questions which raced up in my mind was that how can they get the results so fast? The result of the test of coronavirus, how can they get the results so fast? Anyhow, and why they misbehave with me so bad, why they were so rude, why they snatched away my cell phone. But knowing that I am all safe, I quickly grabbed my car keys and rushed towards the parking. Without any further arguments or delay, being in such a scary situation, I just ran out of the hospital like anything. Came back to the home safe and sound is the best thing happening to me. So moral of the story is, one, don't take stress. If you are getting a little ill or have a bad throat or even a cough, you should observe it while taking some anti-allergy with some good hot soups or tea or kava. Taking steam is a good idea. But then, if it persists or serve with the same intensity or increased intensity, that's the time you need to go and see a doctor. Number two, you shouldn't get panic if in case on reaching hospital, the staff of the hospital asks you to stay into the self quarantine or into the self isolation room. Just wait and just have to keep reciting your duas, keep praying to Allah, and Allah will soon make things better for you. Now, doctors are doing what they are told to do, and in fact, what they should do in these circumstances. So, you just have to take care of yourself. How? You just stay at home and stay safe. That's it. So, it's been a long audio now. So it's time to say goodbye now. Take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz. Fi Aman Allah.